Hi everybody, this is Mr Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. Welcome to another edition of Ask Mr Duncan, where we all join hands and take a dive into the sea of emails containing all those lovely questions and comments about the English language and my teaching videos. So without any more dawdling or hanging about, let's have our first question for today. What is the meaning of the phrase "no pun intended"? This question was posted to me on YouTube from a viewer in Saudi Arabia. The word pun means a joke that is made relating to a word or sentence. The teacher is in a class of his own. This sentence is saying that the teacher is unique, but there is a pun in the sentence too, as a teacher works in a classroom. He teaches a class, so the pun is derived from the use of class. Sometimes we might make a pun without intending to, so at the end of the sentence we will add "no pun intended." This is because we did not mean to be funny, even though the sentence appears to be so. It is possible to make a joke without intending to. A nice email. I have received a wonderful email from Giovanni, who lives in Italy. I seem to be getting more and more Italian students watching these days, which is super duper. Giovanni writes to thank me for reigniting his interest in the English language. It is nice to hear that my lessons are helping you with your studies. Giovanni also mentions that my English videos are the most interesting and helpful he has ever seen. Well, as I always say, the world of English is a fun and exciting place to be. Thank you for your very kind words, Giovanni, and may I take this opportunity to send you a big special hello across the internet, all the way to Italy. Look, there it goes now. Could you explain what a functional noun is? This question was sent in by Raymer, who comes from the Philippines. Normally, a noun is seen as a word that represents a person, a place, or a thing. The general term thing means something with physical form, or something that is abstract. There are various ways of defining a noun: as a subject complement, as a direct object, as an object complement, as an indirect object, a prepositional complement, a noun phrase modifier, determinative, a positive, and adverbial. A functional noun is a name that shows an action. Let's look at some examples of nouns and their functional use. If you are ill, then you will see a doctor. The doctor will give you treatment. Treatment is a noun. So how do we show that the treatment is occurring? As a function, we will use treating. The doctor is treating my illness. We are showing that the treatment is being given. The name of something can often relate to its activity. The word war is a noun. As a function, we use warrior. The warriors fought the battle. We can see from both sentences that a war occurred. A noun names the thing, so any action or condition can be the subject or object of a sentence. All languages have nouns which describe the action of a process or the quality of a state, so English is not an exception. Another example, the word journey is a noun. In noun form, we might say, my journey to Paris. And as an action, I travelled to Paris. Both sentences show the same event. A speech is a noun. His speech at the meeting expresses he spoke at the meeting. First we have the noun form, then the action. So the rule to remember is that nouns can be used to show an action. Of course, a noun can be expressed as a verb when we talk about using certain objects for a specific task. I talk about these in lesson 27. Thank you very much for your question, Rayma, and a big hello to you. Your business proposals. I have received several requests recently from companies asking me to post my video lessons onto their sites or to join some sort of business collaboration. So as to save my time and yours, let me make it clear that I have no intention of moving any of my videos from YouTube. I won't be giving away any of my work where it may be used to obtain subscription charges or anything similar. I also want to reassure all of my students that I will never ask for money to access or watch my lessons, and I never will. What are the differences between the words alive, living, and live? This question comes from Lynn, who lives in Vietnam. As adjectives, all of these words mean the same. Something that is alive is living. It is live. However, the construction of the sentences concerning each word is different. Is he alive? Would be, is he still living? Here we would not use live. We often use live to show that something is moving or that an event is occurring or something is active. A live camera, a live microphone. The sentences show that both the camera and microphone are on. They are live. If a wire is live, then it means that electricity is flowing through it. Be careful, that wire is live. So living and alive tend to relate to the state of having life. A living thing is alive. Living is the opposite of being dead, and alive is the direct opposite of dead. Is your fish still alive? Of course, living can refer to your everyday routine, the place you live, and what you do as a job. He is now living in London. He teaches English for a living. Thank you for your question, Lynn, and a big super hello to everyone watching in Vietnam. Another nice email. I have received a nice email from Matteo, who writes to ask if there is any chance of getting all of the scripts for my lessons. Well, this is a question I'm frequently asked, and one I'm in the process of addressing. Right now I'm sorting through all of the transcripts of my lessons, which, with any luck, will eventually be published on a new blog that I'm working on at the moment. Please bear in mind that there are almost 200 lessons, so this will take a little time to collate. I have already made a test page with lesson 1 and 2 transcribed on it. I will be adding more scripts over the next few weeks, and eventually all of my full lesson scripts will be available to read. I hope this helps you, Matteo. If not now, hopefully later. A very useful idiom. Oh, I love a good idiom, don't you? And today's is no exception. To rob someone blind. To rob blind means to overcharge or ask for too much money for something. You are asking for too much money for something. Your prices are far too high. You are robbing your customers blind. It can also refer to taking someone's money openly or freely. He keeps going into my wallet. He's robbing me blind. Could you tell us what the most commonly used phrasal verbs are? This question comes from Ismailina, who lives in Colombia. There are so many phrasal verbs in English, it would be hard to make a list of the common ones, as an average day's speech could contain hundreds used in various ways. A phrasal verb uses abstract words to describe an action. That is to say, the words used do not relate to the action by definition. For example, break down means to stop working. Break up can mean to end something or to separate. Come down with means to become ill or sick. Do up means to repair or improve the condition or appearance of something. These are just a few common examples. There are now books available that contain lists of phrasal verbs and, most importantly of all, their uses. A search on Amazon or Google should point you in the right direction. Take care, Ismailina, and a big hello to you and everyone watching in Colombia. Another nice email. I have received a lovely email from Catello, who teaches English to middle school students in Italy. Catello writes to tell me how useful my lessons are, not only from a language point of view, but also as a way to learn new teaching techniques too. Catello asks if it would be possible to say a big hello to all of the students at Scuola Media Stabaie and Scuola Media Renato Ficini. A big hello to you all and good luck with your English. And of course, a special hello to Catello and everyone watching in Italy. A super proverb just for you. Oh, there are so many proverbs floating around. Which one should I pick today? Here's a good one. Make hay while the sun shines. This saying tells us that when an opportunity comes along, we should take it and use it well. So when the sun shines, it is a good time to make hay, as the sun dries the hay. Take advantage of each opportunity as it comes your way, for tomorrow there may be no sunshine. Another nice email. I have received an email from Stefan, who lives in Germany. Thank you for your congratulations concerning my video English lessons and your wish for my continued success. I hope so. Stefan asks how long I have been teaching through YouTube for. Well, Stefan, in total I have been teaching for almost 10 years and here on YouTube for almost 6. I created my Duncan in China channel on October the 31st, 2006, which means that my 6th anniversary will be at the end of October. As of now, there are 74 full lessons, plus a selection of shorter lessons and 36 episodes of Ask Mr Duncan, and of course my Word Stop series, which as of this time has 21 episodes, with a new one being posted every week. In total, there are around 200 videos relating to learning English. Needless to say, there will be many more. Thank you for your message, Stefan, and good luck with your teaching doctorate. How do I learn correct intonation in English? This question was sent in by Liu Yao, who lives in China. First of all, intonation in English does not have any set rules. The only guideline is the emotion you use to express yourself. For example, the word hello can be said in many ways. A happy hello, or a sad hello, or an angry hello. English words are expressive, which means that some words have definite emotional meanings. Oh, great is a positive phrase, but it can also be a negative one when said with a negative tone. Oh, great. So, intonation is not a fixed method. I remember one time while I was living in China, I was in a restaurant eating when I heard the sound of an almighty argument coming from another table. I asked my Chinese friend what they were fighting about, and he told me that they were not fighting at all. What sounded like an argument was in fact a lively, fun conversation. I took the intonation as being negative, based on the way English can be expressed. Chinese is a tonal language, and the raised voices, plus my rather limited grasp of Chinese, led me to assume a fight was about to start. In everyday speech, a calm and reasoned English tone is used. To improve your understanding of this, my advice is to simply listen. When it comes to speaking any language, the emotions can get in the way, and as I found out in China, it can be quite confusing. We often raise the tone of a word when we want to emphasize the importance of something. You must be here before 10. Understand? As with many other aspects of language learning, the key is to listen, and by doing so, learn. Almost time to say goodbye. Sadly that is all I have time for today, but please don't cry, hold in that sigh, because I will be back again soon with another selection of your questions and comments, so put that handkerchief away. Before I go, I would like to say a big hello to all those who have joined me on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page too. Can you believe that before the end of 2012 I will have over 100,000 subscribers? Wow, that's a pretty big classroom with so many students. It's so hot in here, someone open a window. Thank you for your emails and keep them coming in. And who knows, I might be reading your question out next time. This is Mr. Duncan in England saying thank you for watching me answering you. And of course, ta-ta for now.
Mm.